Oh.
No worries.
Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm absolutely delighted to say that for my third edition of my fan cam, guys, I'm joined by Arsenal Alex, a YouTuber like myself, an Arsenal fan from way back in the day. I'm just going to give him the opportunity here to. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to give him the opportunity here to introduce himself, and we'll take it from there. So,
good afternoon, guys, girls, wherever you are. Much cooler here than Venezuela. Yeah, I'm also like old school gunner. Been supporting Arsenal since '88. I've seen us win 5 league titles. Like him, I'm frustrated and annoyed. I'm not looking forward to the season because, yeah, like I say, a lot to talk about. I'm also a YouTuber. It's called Arsenal Alex. If you guys want to have a little look afterwards, I just say how it is, and if you like it, come check it out.
Yeah, cool. Okay, thanks for that. Good intro there. Of course,
Cheers,
like
mate.
you said, guys, Arsenal Alex is the channel, but if you check the live feed I have at the bottom of the screen, I have all his channel details there, so check it out. It's just scrolling across, guys, so in your own time. Let's get straight into it. I'm just going to start a little bit about, of course, Ben White.
Yeah.
He's in London. He's done the medical at London Colony. Absolutely fantastic news for the club, guys, that he has joined the team. I'm absolutely delighted. One of the best players we have signed in a long time, in a badly needed position, guys. A badly needed position. There's more work to be done. I'm just going to ask a little bit about what does he think about signing. I mean, you're obviously delighted with the signing of Ben White, like Gunners. I mean, it's fantastic.
I'm not sure if I'm going to say fantastic because he's a good signing. I think it's needed.
Yeah.
But I think Arsenal are, if that's going to be the most money spent on a player, I'm disappointed because it's the midfield that's the big problem. And if we're spending 50 million on Ben White, which is great, have they got something rolled up their sleeve for the midfield? Because that is, we know, is the badly needed. I welcome him to Arsenal, but William Saliba, like going on loan to Marseille, it just, how do we know we're going to treat Ben White correctly? Because he looks like a real talent. I know a Leeds YouTuber, because he was playing for Leeds, saying that you've got an absolute baller and we are jealous, and yes, he's going to be good. Yeah, and I hope he will, but I worry about him under this manager because I think if we had the correct manager, he's probably going to go on to be absolutely amazing. But with Arteta here, yeah, I'm not as enthusiastic as you in terms of but I'm glad. Yeah.
I actually agree with what you're saying, to be honest. I'm not going to disagree with it. I think you make a fair point. Yeah, I think you got your finger on the pulse, exactly what you said. There are different areas of the team. We have problems in the midfield, and that needs to be addressed. And paying 50 million for him, I mean, it's not like we're Chelsea or Man City. We don't have a regular steady cash flow like they do, of course. I'm delighted because he's a fantastic player, but I agree with what you're saying 110%. There are different areas of the team that we need to strengthen. I'm just going to deal with some of the comments here because the Assemble is after joining our live stream.
The Assembled, how are you doing, mate?
Here he is again. And the next one. All right, maybe if we just field this question. If we stop goals and can't score them, have we progressed?
If we stop goals, that's like a double-edged sword. I would say regress. Like for me, well, that's like a double-edged sword. He's being clever there. He's a very clever man. He knows his stuff, and
he's not smarter than us, Alex.
Oh, he is. He knows his stuff. He knows his football inside.
Okay, maybe he is.
He is. He's very. He's a really good subscriber of mine, and now yours.
Yeah.
So he's yeah. He's trying to catch us out, I think.
We'll ask for clarification on that question.
Yeah.
If we like in the United Nations, if we can ask for clarification. Okay, I'll just sign that one. A friend of mine is after coming online. A guy I know from Switzerland. Here he is.
Yeah.
Hey Chris, how are you getting on? Nice to see you again.
Hello. Hi,
how are
Chris.
things with FC Basel? He's a big Xhaka fan, this guy. A big Basel fan.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, he loves Xhaka. Look. No Xhaka, no win.
Oh, gosh.
We should keep
why is he not at Roma? He needs to be at Roma now. Yesterday.
He needs to be at Roma. Chris is all right though. I have a bit of time for Chris. He's a diehard Basel fan.
Maybe he could go to Basel. I don't know. Wherever. Yeah, anywhere but Arsenal.
He told me they can't afford him. They have to wait till he's retiring. Then they can buy him.
Well, he's all yours, Chris.
He was texting me earlier and he said we can't afford him. All right, let's kick back on with it. What do you think of the whole Aaron Ramsdale burnt Leno situation? I mean, or is it a situation you think is it credible what's happening there? I mean, are we actually going to get Ramsdale?
Well, apparently there's a third bid that's gone ahead and it's a joke. It's a shambles. And we've just let one of the best goalkeepers, in my opinion, in the world right now, go for £17 million last year and help Messi win the Copa America. Because of him, basically, he's not single, but he was one of the main reasons they won the Copa America in Argentina.
Yeah,
that's a fact. And that goalkeeper should still be our goalkeeper, and that still hurts with me a lot because he was Arsenal through and through. He's been there for 11 years, I believe, and we're linked with a goalkeeper who's been relegated twice, Aaron Ramsdale, and a goalkeeper, Bernd Leno, who doesn't want to be here. So you couldn't make it up. It's just a laughing stock. And Sam Johnson is 10 million quid and Aaron Ramsdale is 30 million and he's been relegated with Sheffield United. That's
it's a lot of money for the player, to be honest. It's a lot of money for the player. And to be honest, I'm going to speak bluntly, he's no Jordan Pickford. I mean, if this was Jordan Pickford we're talking about, we can talk shop. But no Jordan Pickford, Alex. Pickford is much better goalkeeper than him. Just comparing English keepers, Pickford for me, okay, we could deal, but he's not as good as him. And like you said earlier about the signing Ben White, also the money involved, the 30 million for him is also, if that's what's quoted, they bought him for 18 million, Alex. They bought him for 18. They're not going to let him go for 18. You know what I mean? They want to make some profit. But like you said earlier, the midfield, man, is where the problems lie. And that's what we need to be addressing. We just paid 50 for Ben White. We can't pay 30 for a goalkeeper that, like you said, we let Emi Martinez go to Villa. He had a great Copa America. I'm going to write that stuff. I mean, are they actually paying attention to what's going on with the squad? Do they know what players they have? I mean,
no, I mean, with Arsenal, don't let anything shock you. Don't let anything shock you, mate, because if you think anything's bad, Arsenal will agree with you and make it worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you couldn't write that. I mean, I'm just going to put up a comment there from the assembled. He's got a little something to say, so we'll do him some justice. Well, from Emery's era, we seem to have invested in more defenders or defensive-minded players. We are stopping goals but can't score enough to win. We definitely have a problem scoring goals.
Yeah.
And whether that started from Emery's era or not, I don't know, because Arteta is the coach now. And if you ask me, Arteta is actually nullifying the attacking players. He's not letting attacking players express themselves. I don't know, whenever a good player comes to Arsenal, after a while, Arteta starts talking to him in training. And all of a sudden, he's not the player he once was. I don't know.
A question to you. How many players has Arteta made better?
How many players has who made better?
Arteta.
How many players has he made better? None.
Yeah, exactly. That says it all.
He's no Arsene Wenger. You know what I mean? He doesn't convert players like Thierry Henry into a top-class striker. Back in the day, that's gone back a long time, but you know what I'm talking about. Arsene Wenger converted Thierry Henry from a winger to an out-and-out striker. And he did it successfully. He's not capable of that. He's not at that level. I mean, obviously. No, he never made anyone. Yeah, it's like a rhetorical question, I know that, but he never made any player better. Absolutely not.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's crack on. What did you make of the game yesterday? The friendly win over Millwall at
Well,
London Colney.
all I did is watch the highlights. I did not watch the whole game.
Same as myself, yeah.
So I'm going to tell you guys that I don't waste my time with preseason friendlies. I will watch the goals, maybe a little bit more. And yeah, it's a great win. But again, Aubameyang. See, you can't score like this is an Arsenal put on their homepage. Aubameyang going for a shot, but he didn't score it. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm like, what the hell? Who cares if his technique? If it doesn't go in, who gives a?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Damn, like
goal is a goal. You know what I mean? Smash it in, but
Millwall. Yeah, it's a friendly. It's great that Pepe scored because I like Pepe. I think under the correct manager, he could be our best player easily because I love watching him because you never know when you get, and he can score world-class goals, amazing assists, and who else scored again? Chambers, Pepe.
It was Chambers, Pepe, Balogun, and Alexander Lacazette.
Yeah. But it's good to finally get a win, but it doesn't mean much for pre-season, mate.
The defense wasn't looking too good, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what's going on in there, but when the ball was floated in, at one point, nobody jumped. None of the back line. Nobody jumped. And the Millwall player, I don't know which one it was, he rose uncontested, almost scored. If that had went in and they got the other goal, suddenly it would be a bit closer. Nobody contested the high ball. He was left free rein, jump and headed. And the goalkeeper we have, I know he's not going to be our number one, but he was obviously nowhere. The defenders were nowhere.
Who is that goalkeeper?
I have no idea who that is.
I don't even know. I don't know his.
That's one thing I've not checked. I have no idea who the man is. I never saw him before in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who he was. I'll check it later and I'll maybe post a video explaining who that guy is. But my God,
yeah,
who that is. What do you think about this comment from the assembled? Aubameyang has regressed since he arrived.
Yeah, because Arteta's the manager. So yeah. Under Emery and Lacazette, there was around 76 goals and goal contributions in one season. And I say this and I say it again: Aubameyang and Lacazette can play together, 100. But they get on so well. But Arteta just ripped that all up and made them regress. And
as soon as he starts talking to them in training, man, it's over.
Yeah, exactly. So
game over. What do you think of letting Lacazette go to bring in Tammy? It's like for like, in my opinion. I mean, it's like for like. And what's with all the Chelsea players? Chelsea?
Yeah. He's a good striker, and he's been treated really poorly. I think Chelsea threw him under the bus to get Timo Werner and Kai Havertz.
Yeah,
because he did bang in nearly 20 goals, and there's a striker there. But if we're going to spend 40 million, please, not on Tammy Abraham. 15, 20, yeah. There's
it's too expensive.
He's a handful. He's a handful, and he's 20. He's 23, and he's only going to get better. It's not like he's finished. So, no, not for 40 million, mate. But he's not a bad player, no.
He's not a bad player, but that's way too much to pay for him.
It's the English tax, mate.
Yeah.
English tax. That's what it's about.
Yeah, it's way too much for a player to pay for him. I mean, 20 million, 30 million, maybe 25 million, and we take him on loan and see how it goes. But 40 million straight out, that's great business for Chelsea. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be helping them either by taking him and giving him 40 million. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
I agree, mate.
We offload a lot of bad players on us. He's better than them, in fairness, but we need someone as well, a striker of a different level. I mean, we need someone that bit better.
You got to remember, though, with no European football, we just can't attract the players. That's
Locatelli, for example, Locatelli wouldn't even come there, because we don't have European football.
Get used to it.
Okay, I'm going to ask a very, 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 very difficult question now, and it's going to bring up a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
Our hopes for the new season. What are our hopes for the new season? What do you think is gonna happen? Yeah.
What would I like to happen? What do I think will really happen?
What do you think will actually happen? You know what you would like to happen? We win the league and Arteta gets hit by a bus. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
What would you actually want to happen?
I think we'll finish 9th or 10th, because if all these deadwood players are still here, it doesn't matter who we sign because still got. And if Arteta's still here, Edu's still here, yeah, 9th or 10th. I have no hope whatsoever for this season, mate. No, not at all. I just don't feel confident. I really don't care who we sign, to be honest, because, like I say, of the reasons. So it doesn't fill me with excitement that maybe if we had signing Ben White and Bellerin, Xhaka, El Neni, maybe, and Rob Holding, Lacazette, Eddie Nketiah had all gone, and Arteta wasn't the manager anymore, I'd be excited. But I'm trying to look at the whole picture. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a long season if those people are all still here with Arteta.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not holding out too much hope for the season. I'm a positive person. I love the club, but I can't see where the goals are going to come from. I can't see where the performances are going to come from. When I think of us playing, it doesn't matter what team we're playing in the Premier League. This is Premier Division, guys. This is the toughest league in the world. When I see us playing against, it doesn't matter what team, I honestly can't see where that invention, where the quality, where the goals are going to come from. Apart from Saka, apart from Smith Rowe, I'll give those guys their dues because they held tough last season for us. But they improved that little bit of quality along with Pepe. But I can't see, honestly, where the goals, where the results are going to come. We have last season there's been no change from last season, and we're really struggling to score more than one. Yeah. If we score two, it's like...
it's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. We don't score enough goals, and I think the Brentford game is going to be tough. The first game of the season is always hard. And then come Chelsea, and then come City. Of course, they're tough games, but it's not always going to be as bad as that, but I can't see where the goals are going to come from. But like I was saying, I mean, man, I just can't see it, and it's going to be a long, hard season. To get back into Europe is going to take a monumental.
Put your seatbelt on. Get ready for the ride.
Yeah. It's going to be a ride. Or maybe it's going to be you'll be doing a lot of this. But it's going to be like last season all over again.
A lot of effing and blinding and Arteta out and Edu out and.
I honestly, and like I was on my channel earlier and people were talking to me and they were saying things. People were watching my channel. Like I was doing a live stream again. They made a good point, and it's like, how can we actually? What was that good point they made again? It was like, we need the players that we already bought. We need to have them already integrated in the team now.
Yeah.
I'm about Tavares. I'm talking about Ben White. Okay, he just arrived in London today. I'm talking about Alfred Sambi Lokonga in the midfield. But these guys need to be integrated fully, and the team selection, Arteta needs to know straight away now his top 11, who he's going to play in the first game, not tomorrow.
He hasn't known his best 11 in nearly 2 years, mate.
He needs to know, because these guys need to be integrated. Like, we can't give it those first 3 games or 4 games to get into our stride. We need to hit the ground running. Yeah. We need to get as many points as we possibly can from every game. Yeah. We need to hit the ground running. There's no such thing as, well, let's trust the process for the first 4 games. We need to really be on form from the first match. We need to get the ultimate 3 points in the first game if we can, because Chelsea and City are waiting. And after that, it's going to be a long, hard season till the end. And I don't think they realise that. Do they know what's coming? It's going to be a real challenge for us.
It's going to be a shock to the system. And that's exactly why, at the moment, I'm not renewing my... I'm holding on renewing my red membership, whether I'm going to go or not, because...
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. No, because why do I want to waste my money when I know exactly what's going to happen? Because... when I can watch Arsenal from the comfort of my own home, have more money in my pocket, and if it goes bad, oh well. But Yeah, I
I think that's I understand you. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me because at the moment, there's no point paying that when things are so unsure. And like you said, you can watch it in the comfort of your home. You don't have to put money in their pockets. And I mean, to go and watch that, and then you have to put up with some of the other fans.
Another thing as well, now fans are going to be in the stadium. Arteta, he's not going to have a free pass. If we're losing 2-0 at home to Aston Villa, he will feel it now.
He's going to hear about it. That's true.
Man. And Amazon are going to be in the changing room as well, mate. So it's a double whammy.
For the documentary.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how we do, but I honestly can't see where the goals and the performances are going to come from. I can't actually visualize it. I can't see it. I don't know. Am I being overly negative? I don't think so.
No, you're being overly nice.
Yeah,
you're being polite. You're being polite.
I am being polite, aren't I? I can't see where it's going to come from.
You're being nice, so no, you're not being negative. You're being honest.
I am being honest. Let's see the assemble comment. He seems too well against the top 6 teams. It's the rest of the league where the problems are. I don't know. I can't remember the last time we beat one of the top teams. Maybe we did, but it's not like we went there with any air of confidence. We kind of battle. We battle maybe for a draw at Anfield, or we battle for a draw at Old Trafford, or we beat them once in a blue moon. But
yeah, man,
not the same team that it was before. And you have Everton, Spurs, Liverpool, Man City, Man United,
Leicester.
I don't know. Leicester City are they are fantastic. Everton, the villains if they can get a run on us. West Ham. Crystal Palace with Vieira, or they look up for it.
Let's talk about Patrick Vieira. You wanted to mention him.
Yeah, let's talk about Patrick Vieira. I mean,
what was he wanted to?
Absolute legend of the even talking about him now just makes me smile. He left us with such good memories. You remember his last game, his last kick of the ball in the penalty shootout against United?
Yeah.
He won the cup. He's a winner through and through. But he's already got a training ground with Crystal Palace, and he's talking really constructively. I know anyone can do that, but he's talking really constructively about the team, about the season, about their hopes, and there's an air of positivity. And the players are also relaxed. He's kind of mellow. He's got the players relaxed. Obviously, there's another side to him. We all know that. But he's really got them he's gelling them as a unit on the training ground. And they're looking forward with optimism to the new season. New trainer, new ideas, new training practices. He's got it all going on. I'm a big fan of his. I'm really sorry that he didn't come to Arsenal. I would love if he took over. There's a chance for anyone. You know,
one thing I want to say about him is now he's at Crystal Palace. You can probably squash that Daniel Ek bid, because how can he be helping run Arsenal and being the manager of Crystal Palace? How is that possible?
Conflict of interest. Yeah, it's obviously not going to happen.
Yeah, man. So tough times as an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, it's going to be great to see Vieira back in the Premier League, though. I'm looking forward to when Crystal Palace beat us. No.
It's so hard.
Looking forward to that clash. It's going to be an interesting game. Exactly. Maybe he might take over at Arsenal. Who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Well,
I live in home.
We were 15th in the league for about 6 weeks, and so it felt like, and Arteta's job wasn't even under threat.
No. And the performances were terrible. I mean, league position is one thing. The actual performances, there was no bad luck. There was nothing bad luck about it. We had no bad luck. We just played brutal. I mean, the whole team, the lack of confidence, the lack of spirit, the lack of direction. And he's so, I don't want to repeat myself, but he's so muted on the sideline. You don't hear him at all. You don't hear anything. He's respectful. He's articulate. He doesn't say anything. He's in the room like a mouse. He comes up like a mouse.
Who, sorry? Arteta.
Mikel Arteta,
yeah. But he does bark. He barks. When he's doing all these hand signals and but
you go there. What's he talking about? We need to score goals.
Just let the
Football is
people
a
play
simple game,
football.
Alex.
You know what I mean. Just let them play football.
Football is a simple game, Alex. At the end of the day, I don't want to get off the point here, but it's not rocket science, really. I mean, look at Leicester. Look at some of the smaller clubs. It's not rocket science. When you play Brighton on their day, they give you a game. I mean, Brighton will give you a game. No word of a lie. Brentford, I'm sure, are the same. Crystal Palace are well up for it. They're a difficult team to play against. Football is not that difficult. But they look at us, they see a soft touch. They see areas they can exploit. They don't have to be Liverpool. They don't have to be Man City with Kevin De Bruyne. All the clubs can do that. It's going to be a real hard season. And
Yeah, man.
I swear to God, Granit Xhaka, if he's not gone by the start of the season, we need to take what we can get for him now. Can you imagine the new season and he's still at the club?
And Bellerin as well.
He's a negative influence, Xhaka. He's a real negative influence on the squad, on the players.
He's not a nice guy.
He's completely deluded. I mean, he's not in touch with reality, in my opinion. He thinks he's far better than he is, and he thinks that everyone else is to blame. He's got no respect for the fans. He's proved that before. If he's still at the club, like, we need to get the money we can for him now, today. 80 million, 15 million. And we can use that money for other players. But if he's still there at the start of the season, man, I just hope and pray that he's going to leave. And Bellerin is the same. Bellerin's agent is actually speaking to Milan right now. So hopefully Hector Bellerin, his agent, is talking to Inter Milan now. He flew out there. So hopefully there'll be some positive news about that.
Hopefully the plane doesn't work to bring him back.
Oh, man. He gets 6 months quarantine, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Send him over to Venezuela. Anything can happen from here.
Do it.
Right, let's try to finish on a positive note.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully it'll be a good season for the Arsenal. We have a couple of tough games at the start. Of course, the Florida Cup. We were meant to be in the Florida Cup today. I was meant to be today against Inter Milan. The way things worked out with COVID, of course, that's all finished now. Maybe it's for the best that the team are actually in England. Good that they're not travelling. You know, they maybe can get things in order before the start of the season, but it's going to take a massive effort. And the first game is going to be a really interesting match, I think. The team selection and the way they play. It's going to be very interesting to see what Arteta does. Maybe the season will be his last. I don't know, but I think if he doesn't do something this season,
it's no more excuses. You know what I mean?
Let me just put up that last comment there and see what's going on. Do you think it's possible that Arsenal will let Xhaka leave on loan over 3 million difference? Once we get rid of him, is all that matters. Or else just leave him sit in the reserves and, you know, wait till he gets fed up and he leaves of his own accord. I don't know. I'm just going to give you this time, Alex. If you want to plug your channel again, if you want to talk to the people out there, tell them about your channel, take it away.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so like I said, I'm like Old School Gunner. I'm Arsenal YouTuber. I give all the latest news when I can, put my spin on it. Just be honest, just be myself. I stream when I like once to twice a week. Like I said, I work with other YouTubers like Old School Gunner, and just come and check it out. And Arsenal Alex, just type that in and you'll find me, and subscribe to my channel and come join in. I've been doing it for just over a year, but what's it now? 18 months. So
wow,
still learning, but yes.
You made good progress in that time, man. That's half the time. The time.
Yeah, YouTube is it's like a roller coaster. So you have your bumps in it, and I'm still learning and wondering how it's going to go. But I enjoy it as a hobby, and let's see what happens. So
it's
guys,
it's a fun hobby if you keep producing videos. If you keep producing content, at some point down the line, things will go good for you. That's it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up at that. I would like to thank Arsenal, Alex. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for having me on.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Smash the like, guys. Smash the subscribe.
Smash that like. Hit the like button.
Alex, Old School Gunner. You know what I mean? We've been around guys, and we love the club, and we're well up for it. You know, That's it, guys. That's all I'm going to say. It's getting a bit hot now for my brain. See you the next time, guys. Thanks to Alex for coming along.
You're welcome.
See you next time, guys. Take it easy. Stay safe.
Guys. Bye.
Guys.